We're so happy that you could join us this evening for our annual Celebrate Wellness event. This event is the culminating event at the end of Mental Health Awareness Month. Our department, Youth and Family Services, puts on different programming and services all month long during the month of May, and this event is what we end with every year. And we want to thank Friends of the Southborough Youth Commission and the Southborough Youth Commission for supporting us in pulling off this event. Friends of the Southborough Youth Commission is a nonprofit organization that fundraises to support the work that our department does that's not covered in our budget. So you may have seen them in the other room. They're doing a raffle, so feel free to partake if you're interested. And the funds that they raise go to programs like our Camp Scholarship Program, our Emergency Fund, the Holiday Giving Program, all the things that we don't have in our operating budget. So thank you to them for being here tonight and for helping us throughout the month of May with all of the things that we've been doing. It's been a busy month. So we love this event. We love putting on programming during the month of May. Mental health and mental illness is something that affects all of us. We've all been touched by it in some way, and so it's important that we have the opportunity to show up for each other and say, you know, we're here to support one another, and that nobody is alone in whatever they're going through. We spent many a meeting trying to come up with a theme for this year's Mental Health Awareness Month. And we thought long and hard about how we wanted to say what we were trying to say. Shannon's laughing over here in the corner because Shannon and I, in particular, sat together trying to figure out how to put into words what we were trying to convey. So through our theme, we wanted to say, we know life is hard, and we also know that through these difficult times come some of the most important life lessons. And through these life lessons, we establish some of our most important attributes: perseverance, resilience, empathy, kindness, patience. It's hard to see that when you're going through something difficult, but one of my favorite quotes is, "A smooth sea never made a skillful sailor," and that's because through our challenging times, we come out on the other side having grown in some way. So it was difficult to put into words something very simple and concise that would convey that message, but we came up with "When life gives you lemons." So you've probably noticed a lot of lemons in our theme. So we've been carrying that out throughout the month of May. It's a lighthearted sentiment, something we're all familiar with, but really stands for something much more significant. So, one of the reasons why this event is so special to us is because it gives us an opportunity to honor the contributions of many members of our community. Laurie Sugarman Whittier, if anyone is familiar, used to be the director of our department for over 30 years. She retired in 2016. She's doing well. She's retired in Western Mass and still working. I don't know how, but she's still working. I think she just celebrated her 48th wedding anniversary yesterday, so she's doing great. But when she retired, after working here for 30 years and touching the lives of so many different families in this community, our Youth Commission Board really wanted to honor her by creating an award in her name called the Laurie Sugarman Whittier Wellness Award. And so through this award, we collect nominations every year from the community of people who are well-deserving of recognition for the contributions that they make in the community. And this year is no exception. We've received many different nominations this year. We've heard some really amazing stories about people who have overcome their own personal challenges and used their experience to help others. We have heard from some folks who are very generous with their time, who donate to the community of their time, of their resources. We've heard about some really wonderful people in our community, some caring adults who do so much to foster the growth and development of young people, our youngest residents in the community. And you'll notice that some of us in attendance are wearing a flower. This is to recognize those who were nominated. We hope that you'll have an opportunity to check out some more information on our wall about who was nominated this year. Not everyone was able to join us, but many of them are here, so we're very appreciative of their attendance and all that they do for the community. So this year's recipient is someone who gives and gives and gives and gives. We have had the pleasure of working very closely with him for many years, and often I laugh to myself when he is giving any introductions of himself and the different hats that he wears in town, because there's many things to mention, and he's a very humble person, so he doesn't always mention all of them, but I'd like to share some of them. Firstly, he's a Southborough resident. He's a parent. He's a husband, many of the most important roles. He's a dedicated physician who specializes in supporting young people, specifically with substance use work. He's a member of the Board of Health. He's the consulting physician for the Southborough schools. He's a founding member of our Substance Use Prevention Coalition. He's a community presenter. He presents to both youth and parents alike. He is also a founding member of the Southborough Neighbors for Peace, which is a multi-faith community organization that's dedicated to breaking down barriers, racial barriers, and addressing injustices by building community and communication. I am sure, excuse me 1 second. Let's check. I am sure I have missed many things. I'm sure there are many other things that this wonderful person does that I'm not even aware of. So that's just some of them. He does all of these things expecting very little in return, often donating his time to not only his own community, but other communities as well. And he's an incredible resource, he's an advocate, and really he's a gem to our community. And I'd like to ask everybody to join me in congratulating Dr. Southborough McDonald.
Doing this in a community like this is actually very easy because we have so many amazing people in this community that are dedicated to making this community a better place, and that includes so many people here tonight that I've had the pleasure of working with, Sarah, Shannon, Mary Ellen, Phil. There's so many people here that I'm eternally grateful who have been my partners through all this. So thank you all.
Thank you. From Friends of the Southborough Youth Commission, from our department, for all you do, and you will also get your name on our plaque with Mary Ellen and some other really great, fantastic people from our community. Thank you very much.
Thank you.